Around a month ago, I made a video about mage class. About like the builds and all that. I don't know if I went over weapons, but today I'm gonna go over Berserker builds, meaning like the armor and like what pet you should get and also what weapon you should have. One thing I gotta say right now is the weapons don't really change, so it's like the same weapon no matter what, unless if you're just finding any weapon you can use for dungeons because you just started doing dungeons and you don't have that much money. If you just start off in doing dungeons, I don't really know what you would want to go for. You could do zombie soldier, something really cheap that will make sure you'll survive, but also sure you'll do somewhat damage. So you could do zombie soldier. It's really cheap. I don't know what else you would do if you just started off, because most of the sets are pretty expensive that I'm going to go over. You could do whatever weapon. I wasn't going to go over this, but I just have this in my inventory. You could get this. I don't know how much this is. Or you could get, oh wait, hold up. I should be able to just go like this. Yeah, you could get this. It's really cheap. You don't, yet again, I'm not really going to focus on cheap, Berserker, but yeah, you could get zombie, soldier armor, and zombie. I think it was the, cutlass, I think. Let's see. Yeah. And then after that, okay, after you get enough money, you probably know this, you would probably get Shadow Assassin. Shadow Assassin is like something you see all over because it's not as expensive as like Necron, but it also is somewhat expensive, but it's really good for Berserker class. So you're looking for like 1.3 mil for the boots, and then helmet 1.8, and then I'd find the rest. But the thing is, you don't want to buy the chest piece since it's so expensive. It's yeah, hold up, am I allowed? Okay, it's really expensive. It's 23 million. I could actually, oh, did it just sell? What the heck? Okay, for like 25 million, and then it's just really expensive, and you probably don't have that money. Well, you probably wouldn't have the money if you just started off. So, and then you could and then leggings are, I think, like 4 million or something around there. Yeah, something around there. They're roughly like 4 mil. But here's the thing, if you're just starting, you also don't want to pay a lot extra for just stars. Yes, stars are very important, but if you're just starting, you don't want to pay a lot for just having more stars. You wouldn't pay that much, but if you don't have that much money, just stick for the cheapest you can get an item. But instead of not having the Shadow Assassin chest piece, since it's so expensive, you want a, well, you can really choose what you want, but I would focus on getting the Zombie Knight chest plate since it's cheaper and is actually pretty good. You could do whatever to replace this chest piece, but make sure it has decent health, decent defense, and then I guess somewhat strength. It doesn't have to, but decent health or defense would be good. Another one I guess you could do is tier. I think it's a little bit more expensive, and you'd rather do it for a mage build if you can't afford a chest piece, but you could do this. And then after you do Shadow Assassin, you could replace it with the chest piece and get the chest piece, so you have a full set. And then you'd of course get Necron. But the thing with Necron is that you could Necron. With Necron you can replace the helmet for a lot. Like you could replace it with the golden Necron helmet if you are doing floor 7. You could also replace it with the tarantula helmet. But make sure the tarantula helmet has quite a bit of stars and has a lot of spider kills. So you get a lot of defense from that. Necron is definitely for later game, considering that one piece is 13 million, and that would be the boots. And then if you do get Necron and you're like, well, I can't afford the chest piece, you could replace it with Shadow Assassin or whatever other chest plate you want to replace it with. Necron is roughly, let's see, it's 33 million. which is quite a bit. It's actually not far from Shadow Assassin chest piece. Well, 10 mil, but and then for pets, you really want any pet that has a lot of defense or health or buffs your strength. A wither pet would be good. If I can. Oh, okay. Here we go. Wither pet. I wouldn't really do this one. I don't even know why. Yeah, I don't know. You could do that one. You could do a baby yeti. Baby yeti is definitely a later game pet, since it's 23 million for one pet, for the pet, sorry. And then lastly, you could get a cheaper one that gives you defense, and that would be a turtle, which gives you quite a bit of defense and health and has a decent ability. But and then sorry, for weapons, you'd probably want either Flower of Truth, which is 7.4 million, or you can get a Livid Dagger, which is a little bit cheaper. Yeah, barely. You can stick. You really want to stick to these weapons throughout most of the time you play dungeons, because there's not much better you can get. Because I mean, you could have a Hyperion with Berserker, but you probably wouldn't want that. You'd probably just want something like this, but you'd probably want the But yeah, that's actually pretty much it. I went over pets, weapons, and armor. But it's hard to like find a build that you'd want if you don't have much money. So yeah, dungeons are definitely for like rather mid game, and I would say the one you'd most likely want, and the one you might be able to afford, is definitely Shadow Assassin with the Zombie Knight, I think it was, chest piece. It's like 50k for the chest piece, and then the armor pieces are probably around 7 mil. But hopefully you found this somewhat helpful, and also hopefully you enjoyed. But I'll see you guys later. Peace.